Welcome to Lost Lake. Now you can't see me, but you can see the lake. On the other side of the lake, there's a series of cabins you can rent. They seem like group sites. Over on the other side of me here, up in the woods, is what they call a picnic area, which is really just a turnaround in a very grassy area, but not even a table. But I'm going to explore the campground here. That's over that away, beyond the boat dock. The boat launch says non-motorized boats only, so it's only paddles. Although I'm looking across the lake and I can see a motorboat, I think, on a dock, but I'm not positive. There is also, just very close to here, another campground called Chipmunk Rapids, and I'm going to combine that one with this video. So the two campgrounds in one video, just to simplify it, and because they are so close together, they're about as close as I am to the cabins right now. So let's go take a look around the campground. This is a campground that some of the sites are available on recreation.gov. So some of them are reservable and others are first come, first serve. So let's go check out what those sites are like and what this place has to offer. By the way, it's all gravel roads to get here, so your vehicle will be a mess. Information board again, $15 a night, $7.50 with your golden age access. Some reservable, some not. Here we go. Sites 1, 3 through 5, 8, 9, 12 through 14, 17 through 19, 23, and 24 are reservable, but not guaranteed that they will be reserved when you get here if you want to just come and get first come, first serve. Site 1 on the left here, reservable, very mossy. Tuck back up, and there does seem to be a nice pad up over on the right for a tent. Over on the other side is first come, first serve. Oh, unless this is host. Site 2, it has power. Water access here. Site 3 over here is reservable. Slight downhill slope, but not bad at all. Both 4 and 5 are reservable. 5, no reservation, so even though it's a reservable site, if I showed up now, I could stay for several days, at least 4 days, without worrying about it. Slight uphill slope, kind of a mossy surface, kind of soft, again with that pad up above. 4, a little more gravelly, sloping down, but you can still get a pretty big vehicle in there just fine. Site 6, first come, first serve. A little smaller, you decide if it works for you, and this one has a path down to the lake. Site 7, no, it's not reservable, so it's first come, first serve. It is pretty long, all the way back to that V tree back there before you hit anything, and a little side section for the table and fire ring. 8 is reservable. This one is in 2 parts. Let me show you that. And it's on the water side. You can see you got a clear view out to the water. I would probably, well, you can decide how you want to use it. You have a pad here. It's fair size. If you move the table down there, you got all sorts of room up here for things, or the table can be next to a camper. Really high out of the ground fire ring and a trail down to the water. Let's take a walk down. There is a trail around, I don't know if it's around the lake, but at least along the shoreline on this side. Going down there, going down there. And the water is pretty clear. It's not a sandy beach or anything, but there's a tree under here and I can see it all the way out. Site 9, I got to show you this one. It's kind of strange. So you see, I got a flat section here. And if you're really adventurous, you can go down the hill. There is a root system here that might keep you from coming back up. And then you got a whole separate section down here. It's almost like a walk-in site, but without steps. And then this, not quite level area, then has a drop off down to the lake. 10, first come, first serve. Fairly flat. And then again, another lower section. You can see where they got their teepee down there. Site 11 over here. First come, first serve. Uphill slope. You decide if you like it or not. Next two are reservable. We'll start with 12 on the non-water side. This is a fairly flat site. It's a little mossy. It's not very heavily on the gravel. Fire pits underground and the table off on the side. Site 13 over here, reservable on the water side. Slight uphill slope, but you can get a flat spot up top there. Site 14, reservable. A little bit of an uphill slope here. Not the best for an RV or anything. It's probably a great tent site. I'm in the middle of a campground, and I think I do have a hint of a beach. Let's go check it out. Alright, there's a mom, grandma, and a couple kids down there, so I'm not going to disturb them and show you the beach. But it is a nice little beach. Next two are first come, first serve. 16 over here. It's got a bit of an uphill slope. You decide if you like it. 15 over on the right. That's actually pretty nice. That's a pretty sweet site, and you're right next to the beach. 17 is reservable. And this one's got an upper pad and no chance of driving down below to the lower pad where you would set your whole world up, your screen house, your tents. All of that goes down there, and it's just a craggly path going down. But that one is very close when you're down at picnic tables, close to the water, and probably go in from there easily. 18 reservable, not very levelly. It's got a lot of lumps and bumps in it. If you go straight off over there, you're probably your best bet. But trying to find a level spot to set up your world down there is kind of tough. 19 is reservable. No future reservations shown. So totally available. Sloping up to the in-ground fire pit. 21 over here. Not bad. It doesn't look used much. It's a little overgrown actually. But it's actually fairly flat. 20, again, non-reservable. This one's a little swoopy and dippy heading back to that tree and then slopes down to the lower pad. Water source is a hand pump, Baker pump. 22 over here, first come, first serve. They really drove all the way down and in to get to that. If you're just doing a trailer, you're probably up here, but you can tent or SUV camp down there with no problem. 23 is reservable. And this again on the water side. This is actually a fairly nice pad here. Very open, very smooth. A little downhill slope, but not bad. You can level on that. And then the side section, it's got two tables. Bonus. Okay, we're starting to move away from the water here. This is still on the lake side. 24 is reservable. I assume there's probably some path. This one you'd be shooting to the left instead of the right like normal. Because the fire pit's on the right hand side and it's sticking up. On the flip side here, 25, Non-reservable, first come, first serve. Looking a little rustic, a little mossy, and a little underused. 26 over here. First come, first serve, very large. Looks a little more used. Those trees are your barrier. 27 here, first come, first serve. Nice flat level spot. Actually kind of nice and open behind it. And that is the campground for Lost Lake in the Chequamegon Nicolet National Forest. Off the end of the campground is the Ancestor Trail. It's a 1-mile loop hike. Interpretive trail describes some of the history of the area. Now, I'm going to go back to my vehicle, take a short little drive over to, I believe it was Chipmunk Rapids, and show you that campground as well. All right, right across from the road. I'm just like literally less than 5 minutes away from the other campground. There's a little parking area, so I'm going to see what's down here. And you can see Lost Lake Campground. I'm over here now. And there's a couple sitting out in their chairs in the middle of the river. Ah, here's the well. Here's your water source. I would trust that one. A couple out there in the middle of the river, literally in about 3 inches of water. Claim there's no mosquitoes out there, at least right now. Okay, let's make it official. Welcome to Chequamegon Nicolet National Forest and Chipmunk Rapids Campground. This one is all first come, first serve. And if this one is full, the one up the street, it sure looks like there's a lot that are almost never used. So it's a good place for first come, first serve. I'm going to point right over there. That's site number 1, right over here, and take a look at that. Very simple site. Tent and fire ring off to the left. Keep you in the middle here. Not very long. Now, since these are first come, first serve, I'm not going to give a lot of detail because you will choose what you like when you're here, and they are $15 a night. All right, here's site 2. Similar to the last one, but a little more open on the left. But you park here, live up there. 3 over here. Not much room to put a vehicle here. It's kind of tight, and there's a rock right in the middle there. Back again, like I said, first come, first serve. You choose if you like it or not. I think this is pretty much a tenting site. Maybe pop-ups or teardrops would be good here, but site 4. I think this is going to go fast. Site 5 over there. Got gravel in my sandals. 5 was probably the one that looked like it would most likely handle an RV or something, but it's the only real one. 6 here, and I think that's the loop. So right across the street from where I parked, and the sign for the campground there's another parking area that's along the edge of the bridge, this beautiful old wood bridge. And you can see a couple just sitting in the middle of the river out there. Very shallow, wide flow. Easy to explore. Get your water shoes on and go wandering around, cool off. So thanks for checking out these 2 campgrounds in the Chequamegon Nicolet National Forest. I have a whole playlist, it'll pop up somewhere, of the Chequamegon and Nicolet National Forest campgrounds. I'll be working on a few more coming up and see if I can get them all in one round here, at least on the eastern 2 sections. The western section, I have 2 videos of those, but are completely separate. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Get on out there.